Smartphones. Everybody's got them, and nearly everybody breaks them at some point in their lives. Android Authority recently published a study revealing that cell phones are being broken at an alarming rate of roughly 5,671 per hour in the United States alone. Compare that to the average of 600 car accidents per hour. That's a lot of broken phones. And with the average cost of a smartphone being $545 according to Asurion.com, and with some like the new Galaxy Fold costing nearly $2,000, phone insurance just makes sense. From the most basic coverage to the most expensive, phone insurance is designed to alleviate the costs of repairing or replacing damaged hardware. PR Newswire reported that over the course of a year, consumers spent $3.4 billion on phone repairs. In the phone insurance industry, MarketWatch predicts a compound annual growth rate of 10% in the United States by 2026, and nearly twice that rate on a global scale. With numbers like that, you'd think that there would be a competitive market for insurance providers. But believe it or not, most phone service providers utilize the same third-party services at roughly the same cost. There's also some insurance companies independent from phone care providers that provide similar services at a similar cost. Nearly a year and a half ago, when my screen fell out of my phone, I decided it was time to upgrade from my old Samsung Galaxy S5. I think I paid about $80 for it from a friend used, so it was no great loss. But the phone that I'm using now costs nearly $1,000, and that's a major investment for something that's framed nearly entirely in fragile glass. I've been continually impressed with Verizon's customer service as well as their coverage both on prepaid plans and with a contract. So when it came time to upgrade to something so expensive, the need for some form of coverage became acutely aware to me. Thankfully, Verizon offers phone insurance for new phone purchases at a monthly premium. And Asurion, the company Verizon works with, is the leading third-party insurance agent through many top phone service providers like Verizon, AT&T, and Sprint, among others. Given Verizon's positive service record, I assume that Asurion would treat me with a similar degree of customer service should the need arise. And unfortunately it did. Roughly a year after contracting my phone on a 2-year plan, I dropped it face down on concrete at work, destroying the glass and half of the screen. Now, according to AT&T.com, some 21% of people just live with minor cracks and scrapes, especially if they don't have insurance or have high deductibles. But my phone was essentially useless. I had no keyboard because half the screen was black, and within a matter of hours it refused to turn on altogether. Now, thankfully, I had insurance that I knew would replace it. So to file a claim with Asurion, it does not go through the phone care provider, but directly through them, which does eliminate the potential for complications of a middleman. And you can find the link to file a claim on Verizon's website, but it does direct you to Asurion's website anyways. Unfortunately, in my case, the middleman was the lacking of authorization, as the account was in my mom's name and not mine. Even though the policy paperwork claimed that either an account manager or an account owner could file a claim, which I am a manager, I couldn't file the claim, and Asurion doesn't have access to that information evidently. Only account owners are authorized to file claims. So where I ran into the problem was that the response emails denying my claim did not tell me this. They stated that the submitted documents could not be read. And so I tried to resubmit them several times. After 3 attempts, assuming maybe my handwriting wasn't good enough or the document didn't scan correctly, I called customer service. I was directed to an automated system that gave several options that I don't entirely recall, one of which was help with a claim. I was left on hold for about half an hour with periodic updates as to what number of caller I was, but after some time, frustrated and disillusioned, I eventually hung up. Upon a second call later that day, I was directed to a customer service agent quickly that could not answer my questions but offered to correspond with someone that might. And after what seemed like more runaround and call transferring than was necessary, I was eventually told that it had to be the account owner's signature on the documentation. Having that straightened out, I was able to quickly get my claim accepted, and within 24 hours had a brand new Galaxy S10 and the exact model and color as my own. Despite the mishaps with the paperwork and difficulty in communication, the service provided was acceptable, if not a bit overpriced. And I have found that an overwhelming majority of people are satisfied with their service if actual customer service is not required. And Consumer Affairs reports similar findings with a near 5-star rating. Issues seem to come about when additional communication is necessary. NerdWallet claims that between monthly premiums and the deductible cost, insurance may not always be the most economical option, equaling the cost or greater of a new device. This may be true for cheaper devices, but when it comes to higher costs, coverage is important. Paying $15 a month in addition to the $200 deductible, I paid out roughly $452 to Asurion. And at the end of 2-year contract, assuming I don't file another claim, I will have paid out roughly $1,460 for my phone and the one insurance claim. If I'd not had insurance, it would have meant paying off the broken device in addition to purchasing a new one, with a total cost of roughly $1,798. That's over $340 of savings for just one claim. If more than one is necessary, it makes insurance even more worth the money. Although Asurion has not lived up to the highest standard of service that Verizon has provided, I have been satisfied with their service. Customer Relations Department could use some improvement, but overall the service was acceptable. The automated claim system works efficiently, barring any anomalies, and customers seem to be happy. Every customer service experience will differ, depending on the circumstances, and Asurion rises to the occasion, whatever the situation may be. This has been my customer service evaluation for Asurion Insurance. Thank you for listening.